The answer to that question is in the following group of films. As you can see, we have what is known as the Village of Riverview Junkyard. Of course, the people who own that junkyard are two of the people that sit on the board of the Village of Riverview and make the laws and are supposed to enforce the laws. And I'm going to show you one of the biggest eyesores, or some of the biggest eyesores that we have in the village. What we have here, what you're going to be looking at, that pile of trash. And as we go down this street, which is called Bluff. Now this is the section of Bluff that runs from the city limits into the Village of Riverview. Roughly the street would be Lookout Drive. So if you want to look that up on your map, it's Lookout Drive down to the city limits towards Riverview Drive. And I want to stress something to all of you. Now you're looking at this and you're seeing the trash. I have no idea who's throwing this trash, where these people are coming from. They could be coming from the city, they could be our own residents. I have no idea. The purpose of this film is to inform you, the voters, the taxpayers of the Village of Riverview, and anyone else that is interested. Now, the people who own the property adjacent to Bluff Drive are coming from Scenic. Now, I'm not putting the blame on them. There's ordinances that they are supposed to follow, and if they don't follow, I don't know what to tell you. I don't make the rules, and I don't enforce the rules. But let's just say this. There is an easement that is from the center of Bluff Drive, and it goes in so far onto these properties that are owned by the people that live on Scenic. And as you can see, there is trash, and this trash lays there. Now we have two street crews, one full-time. I think he paid over $14 an hour plus his benefits, plus I think we have a part-time person with no benefits, and I think he gets around $11. Now I don't understand this, and I never could understand this even when I was on that board. Why does this stuff occur? Now, they have enough to do? Well, I'm showing them what they can do. They can cut these trees back and this bushes back, pick up the trash that's along Bluff, and make this village look relatively presentable to the rest of the world. So I have no idea what they do during the day. I'm not over that, but I can tell you the name of the trustee liaison for the street department, and his name is Howard Pierce. And Howard has been on the board roughly about 10 years, maybe a little longer. I'm not even sure when he was first elected. But yet this stuff just continues to go. And here we are. This is the south side of Bluff going back up towards Lookout. Same thing. They have an easement. They have the right to come in there, clean that up in that easement, and pick up the trash. Yet they don't do that. Now, I'm not sure if any of you people understand this. I don't understand it, but it would seem to me if they have a problem like this, they need to focus their energies on that. Because, as I said in the beginning, this is how you make a ghetto. This is how you transform a once beautiful little bedroom community into a huge trash pile. Now, upcoming in this next series of short videos, I'm going to show you the other spot. And there it is, the road, which is St. Cyr in Scranton, underneath the railroad trestle. They keep telling us all they're seeking a way to correct that. But you know what? Here it is. It's been that way for 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer. I don't even remember when I first noticed it. But they've done nothing. Now here is another shot of trash that's been laying there for weeks, right along the right-of-way that belongs to the Village of Riverview. It may be on private property. Hey, get out of the truck. Pick the trash up. There's a big couch that's been there way over a week, maybe 2 weeks that I noticed it. Now, I don't usually drive around, but when I cut through to go over to Bellefonte Road, I use St. Cyr a lot of times instead of Chambers. So this is just something I noticed and I wanted to bring it to your attention, y'all. And by bringing it to your attention, I'm going to show you the people who are responsible for the making of the ghetto. And there they are, your elected representatives. But I want to also stress these two people you see there, their brother-in-law and sister-in-law, both elected to the village board. One has been on there for at least 10 or 12 years. The other one's been on there for 4 years. And they do nothing. And the reason why they don't do anything, because they're not concerned. They're only concerned about what I showed you on the corner of Bluff and Diamond. Have a good day.